Well, welcome to my YouTube channel video. This is going to be a once record, so it might be a little bit rambly. This is particularly for wonderful friends like Phil, our ops manager, but also anyone else within St Mark's who is thinking, oh, how does it work behind the scenes of getting everything live streamed to church through YouTube? So the actual live streaming magic happens within church, and we have a visuals computer that feeds into a live streaming computer and a PA that feeds into the live streaming computer. That side of things needs to really be taught on the go and in person. This side of things can be taught in this way, and in fact this video is hopefully a reference for Phil or anyone in the visuals team who may even want to pick this up off the Vicar. It's one of the last lockdown roles that I still have, and I just thought, do you know what? I'm back from a baptism visit. It's late at night. Why don't I record it and just get this on record? I'm going away next week. So what if I were to have forgotten by Sunday morning? Well, now there's other people who are able to do it after you've watched this video. So in front of me, I have my morning prayer setup, which is what I use every morning for morning prayer, and I can just easily edit a few things here. And hey presto, in the beautiful package of Proclaim, which we moved to during a lockdown, I can change all sorts of things very quickly, and it creates all my slides instantly. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into File, open recent. Now I haven't made this file, but Phil made it earlier or yesterday, and this is 10 a.m. on the 24th of October 2021. It's not going to be complete, so as it loads up, this is currently Phil will have copied an existing service. He'll have just duplicated the whole service. He'll then look at the order of service that will be probably half done at this point in the week. Maybe it's complete. Richard and Alison are on it, so it might be more complete than I often have it on a Tuesday evening. But here it is loading up. There's quite a lot of stuff that it's thinking through, and it's going to all load it in for us. The thing I'm most interested in is this one called the service welcome slide. Phil finds some amazing graphics. He actually uses a brilliant site which is called Unsplash. Here it is. You can type in anything. Let's type in, if we were doing, I did faith this week. So I just type in faith. What did it show for faith? Skip past the, oh, there we go. iStock's not even popped up on that one. Here's some beautiful images of faith, and they're free stock images. These are created by photographers who want to get their work out there. And so these are brilliant. So do explore Unsplash at your own at another point convenient to yourselves. So Phil has just changed the background here. He's added it's Hebrews 12 that we're looking at. It's morning celebration, and it's the 24th of October 2021. He's literally typed these in, and the way we've created this particular slide is you type in the information and it generates it in the nice fonts, in particularly the ways that we like it, within the discrete spacings and sizes. We've designed that slide, and then we just type in the information, and there it is. Sorry, Phil, I'm stealing the magic for you, taking the magic out of it for everyone. But this is the magician showing the tricks. So this is my image that I want to be the front thumbnail for the video. When people go to stmarkshaydock.org, I want them to see the thumbnail that they can click and then watch the service either live online, or if it would happen on Sunday and it happens to be Tuesday evening and you're tuning in, that's where you can find it. Boy, do I like to talk. Service welcome slide. I'm going to right click this file. Oh, that's classic. It doesn't do exactly what I want it when I first want it. There we go. I've right clicked, and I've worked out I have to click on the words, and I could duplicate it. I could do all sorts. But what I'm interested in is save as image. So I'm going to save the image. In our service files, I know that there's likely, although he hasn't made it yet, so I'm going to put 21, 10, 24. We do it that way so that it's chronologically, the last one there is always the service file that we're most working on. So I just, service welcome slide, that makes sense, save. Now this can take me about 5 minutes on a Sunday, apart from what I'm going to show you today, which takes a little bit longer. So the initial bit is so dead simple. There we go, we've got our graphic. So we're now going to move over to YouTube, which My phone is just slightly in the way. Oh, there we go. I'll put it there. There we go. So I'm in YouTube. I've just logged in as St Mark's Haydock streaming.org, which is the one that you need to be logged into if you're wanting to go live onto St Mark's. Obviously, you'd need to be an authorised person to do that, but we can, if you're up for this, a member in St Mark's, then we talk through the parameters, the guidelines, that sort of thing. But it's actually really easy. So here we go. Top right. There's a little old-fashioned camera with a plus sign. You click on that, and then I could upload a video if I'd prepared one. This is what I did at the beginning of lockdown when I was making the videos and then uploading them. And then we found that Good Friday service wasn't there in time, and I had to live stream the whole thing. Anyway, through Zoom. That was ropey. Anyway, go live. You click go live, and it opens up the YouTube studio. Creator Studio. They redeveloped this, I think, just before the lockdown, obviously before we knew that was going to happen. So there were two versions we were working with at one point. Beautifully, it's now simplified into one. There's a number of ways you can do it, but what we're more interested in, manage, because you're wanting to set a stream for the future. And so we go to schedule stream. I could just duplicate that one, but it duplicates the stream code as well. It can get a little bit confusing. I've had one or two errors that way. I always create new. Okay, so morning celebration. It's not communion. Morning celebration, 24th of October, 2021. And I can say join Alison and Richard as they explore Hebrews 12 with us. Expect to meet with God. There we go. We have to make sure that our category is set. We are non-profits and activism. Now this is the magic, okay? So upload a thumbnail. Here we go. And it will be in the service files on our SharePoint 211024. There it is. So anyone who has access to Proclaim at home can just save this to their that image to their own computer. And there we go. The thumbnail's set. Occasionally it says that it's too big, so I just take it into PowerPoint because PowerPoint's on my computer. It's dead easy, and I literally just on the screen I just shrink it a little bit, and I right click save as PNG or a JPEG, and I just put smaller in the title, load it up, and it works. It doesn't have to be much smaller. Now this is the key thing. This has saved me hours. In the past I used to embed, and I'm going to show you how to embed in a little bit, but embed every video into our website. And then I was chatting to Steve from CLC, what a legend. St Mark's previous services is the playlist we use. He said some churches just put it as a playlist. I've set the playlist so that it will always show the most the upcoming service. So here we go, St Mark's previous services, and then I'm going to press done. Okay, once I've launched this, it's going to go live on our website as the most up-to-date service. So after I've recorded this, I'm going to have to delete it because I don't want it to be the most up-to-date. I want to do this on Thursday so that anyone who's missed Sunday's service can just easily pick it up. To be honest, there's other ways on the website of dealing with it. I'll show you that in a bit. So Mark's previous services is the playlist you need to pick, and then it will be front and center of our website. Audience, we have to declare this by law. No, it's not made for kids. There are some services, are altogether services that we could put are made for kids. However, it disables the chat. And the thing with kids is, if you say yes, it's made for kids, it goes into a different algorithm, and it means that kids can pick it up, which is fine for some of our videos. For our live streamed services at church, I just think keep it always at no, it's not made for kids. And then we click next. Leave live chat on. Sometimes people have found that helpful in the past. We don't use it so much now, and you know, once a week, maybe once every other week, I check to see if anyone's made any comments. I just leave all of this set exactly as it is. There is a 60-second, I think that's a 60-second delay. Anyway, there's a delay we've added just to make the live stream go straight online nicely without buffer, and then make it public. Set the dates. Now I'm on Tuesday, but the service is on the 24th, so I need to select the 24th. I also don't want it to turn on in the night. Now this is where you get the countdown. Unlike the premiered stuff where you get that crazy YouTube one with music, this one just says the service, the live stream will start at, and in this case I always put 9:50. So let's find that 9:50. and then somewhere between 9:50 and 9:55, our live stream team will go live online. So I just press done. There we go. Let it have a little think. And then, there we go. Here we go. It's now set up a brand new live stream for that particular service. If I were to, there we go, stmarkshaydock.org. This will just take a moment to load, and you'll now see that the center of the screen says the 24th of October. That's exactly what we've just set up. So I'm going to have to delete that because it's Tuesday night. And I want people to be able to go back to it, the other one. I mean, they could easily just press watch online previous services, and this one takes a little bit longer to load because it's lots of YouTube videos that pop up. But this is where we store all of our services. It's basically St Mark's Netflix, just a little less whizzy. You'll also see that this screen will say the 24th of October because it's also synced to our playlist that we set earlier. And that's the magic of it. It's just straight in. It means that if I'm in a rush and I don't have time to do the next bit, which I'll show you in a moment, then anyway, that's where it is. You can see that's loading as the 24th, and in a moment you'll see the graphic we've just done. So in many ways, that's the live stream done. What I also do is I click up here. Can you see at top right we've got the arrow? I click share. I usually just copy this code for Facebook, and I'll make a little, I usually schedule it. I mean, if I could do it on a Thursday, fantastic. Schedule a Facebook post, but I don't get it to go live until Sunday, 7 o'clock. And then people get a little notification if they're linked in or subscribed or whatever. And it just says, it's church, come to church. I'm always about that. Come to church, everyone. But if I'm to embed it, I need a different code. And they for some reason got rid of it from this list. Which is really annoying because at the beginning of lockdown it was there, dead simple. But I now have to click on this. This will take me through to YouTube's hosting of the video. Because of course, when we're embedding a video into our website, we're only saying, look at that bit of that website, that web page on YouTube. So this is where it's hosted in YouTube. It's got the URL that I've just clicked on in the other side, the other screen. But if I were to right click, okay, so sometimes that happens. That's just my computer. If I right click on anything, it will come up with something similar like that on a website. What I want to do is right click again, and I get this black background transparent thing. And it says copy video URL. Well, I could have done that from the top. But this is the one we want, copy embed code. Okay, so that's now going to be the full bit that says, hey, whatever box you're in the St Mark's website, look at that one on YouTube. So we've got that. I've then been onto St Mark's webpage, or at least the back end of the website. I've clicked on all pages. I always right click because I like different tabs, just to make life easy, because then I can just go straight back and even show you what I've done. And then I've gone to pages. I did an update recently which got rid of the continuous rolling screen, so we now have to search. I just type in watch online, which used to be called previous services. If you type in previous services, it still comes up. Amazingly, it's remembered that. I think it's a bit clever. Maybe it's just standard, but I'm easily amazed, me. Watch church online, and then I've clicked edit with Cornerstone. Cornerstone is the backbone of how we do our websites. And so here it is, and I loaded it earlier so that you can see it all, because this one also takes a little bit of time to load because there's so many YouTube videos. So you can see this is the page I was showing you a moment ago. Just over here, this is the exact same page, and we're now going to edit it. So this is it live on the website. Why it has to keep loading, I have no idea. It loaded once. Why? Anyway, so now we're in the editor. This is Cornerstone. I've come to I wouldn't say love Cornerstone, but I get it. I understand it. Once I turned everything back to widescreen after messing it up. Anyway, so here we have week on, week out, the services of St Mark's, going back to the very beginning of the lockdown. And if you're like Claire and hate scrolling like that, I'm so sorry. But I'm just going back to the top. So this is the editing screen. You've got the playlist in that video. Leave that there, because that saves us a lot of work. But what I'd like you to do is look at this, right? 26th of September, 3rd of October, 10th of September. Oh, Dan must have forgotten or ran out of time to do it before church on Sunday, because this week it was a before church on Sunday, before preaching and finish and just running through the sermon. So what I want you to do is press duplicate. This is going to duplicate section 5 and it will become the new section 5. You can now see that below are the exact same things as above. Okay, so I can just quickly check my diary. So the 10th was 2 weeks back, so I need one for the 17th, I need one for the 24th, and I need one for the 30th. So I just edit it. So let's do that live. I'm not cutting this, I'm not going to edit it, because I want you to see some of this is a little bit slow, it's a little bit painstaking. I should, 17th, I preached on that one, so I know that date. Sunday the 17th, but not of October. And I can see a mistake I've made earlier. So October, 10 a.m. It was not vision and commitment. It was, well, I know it was Hebrews 10. And it wasn't. Sorry, it was Hebrews 11. Oh, launch. Can I spell? Of connect groups. Okay. Because people may want to go back and say, hang on. When was that service? So there it is. I can see that on the 10th of October, which you can see in the video because Phil has filled it in correctly, I've just labelled it or left the wrong label. So I just need to double click it. And look, it doesn't let me edit it. Why don't I double click that one? Oh, that lets me edit it. Double click that one. Oh, it did. Often it doesn't. Oh no, there we go. It's jumped away. So I then have to... I find if I can double click on 2 others that are not the one I want and then double click on the one I want, sometimes it actually does what it's meant to do. There we go. Will it? Yes. No. Oh, this is why I like Cornerstone. I don't love it. Because it's a right pain sometimes. Like, I just want to change the text. There we go. There's a text editor here, which sometimes updates correctly. Yeah. One of those wonderful things. We've inherited Cornerstone as our editor. I'm sure back in the day it was amazing. I don't know if it's just a bit buggy. So if I go to edit text, and I know that should say October, and hopefully that will just do it for me. October. Oops. If you're still here, well done. There we go. We'll just have to hope that works. It might not. 17th of October we've sorted. There we go. It hasn't updated. Oh no. Finally it did update. Then we've got Sunday the 24th, which is this coming week. It'll be an amazing sermon. It'll be an amazing lead, but it is just a morning celebration. I know that because I'm not there, because I'm on holiday. And at the moment, until we get Alison and James priested, it's still deacons. They're still wonderful deacons, so they can't do communion. So you can see all I'm doing is I've changed the dates. Oh, come on. Right. This one's going to be the 31st. Sunday 31st of October. I'm really hoping I left the mouse cursor so that you can see it. Let me check that on my other oh well. There's mouse clicks? No, but I'm hoping you can see the mouse. If not, you'll get a feel. Hopefully you can see what I'm editing. Right, so that's still not right. Go in there. That says 31st of October, 10 a.m. communion, because that's correct. We've decided last of the month will be communion each month, so that should update at some point soon in its merry time. I'm going to jump back into here. This is where we created our stream. I'm then going to top right, click on the St. Mark's picture. I'm then going to click on your channel. This will probably take me to the home page. In fact, it takes me to all my videos, and I can see there's the 17th of October. and I'm just going to need to click on it. It's going to open. It's probably going to start playing. That's it. I want to right click, copy embed code. Okay, so we've copied another embed code, and if we jump back into the editor, now you can see that these are wrong. These are exactly the same as the ones below. So we're going to take what we've called Sunday the 17th of October. We're going to see that it says vision and commitment, and then over on the left hand side you can see there's all this code. Well, if I've copied it, so I'm Control V. If you use Control V, that's a nice easy shortcut. You probably know that, but you might not if you didn't. I mean, the day I found that, I was like, wow, I wish someone had shown me that earlier. So Control V, I've pasted it. You can now see that's the correct embed code for last week's service. Now, let's get this one for this week. I know this is a little bit laborious, but humour me. If we were doing this in person, I'd be watching you do it as well. So maybe you might be thanking me for that. So now it's all been updated correctly. We've got one more to do, and I'm just going to go into here, and I'm going to put please keep scrolling. It's always good if you can spell. You didn't say you wanted a vicar who could spell. Please keep scrolling as I wait for. Sometimes I do it as if it's a person. I personify things. That's not good. Please keep scrolling as this service is not yet ready for live streaming. That sounds a bit more official, perhaps. I don't know. Then, critically, bottom left, we're going to click this magic button, save. And then in top right, you want to see the green roll along the top, and then it's going to say, awesome. Saved. I like that. So let me show you that page again, which we were on earlier. We're now hoping, what we've just added is another layer here. So if I press F5, which is refresh, if anyone doesn't know that, and then my computer's going to take just a few moments to think it all through, combine it all. But there we go. You can see that says Sunday the 31st of October. Please keep scrolling as this service is not yet ready for live streaming. Once it's caught up with itself, all of these will be there. Do you know, I find it much quicker on a phone, if I'm honest. And the phone rejigs it all so they're one after the other. And so you can, and that's why I say scroll, because many people will be just accessing these as they go about life. You know, oh, miss Sunday, but on the bus or in the car, well, in the car, hopefully you're not watching it, but yeah, there's all sorts of ways. It looks like my internet's just taking a little bit of time. Oh, there we go. There we go. The magic's happening. I think that's all I wanted to show you today. So let's just recap, shall we? How do you make a live stream in St. Mark's? Any place on YouTube that you are logged in as St. Mark's Haydock streaming, you just click this top button when the internet's thinking, and then you press go live. There we go. Go live. That will take you through to the YouTube Creator Studio. Inside the YouTube Creator Studio, where do you go next? It's going to be top right, and it's going to be Manage Stream. There we go. Or sorry, Schedule Stream. And you can see now we've got a scheduled stream. When we do Christmas, Phil and I are not going every, between each service, making a new stream, putting it up there. We just lay them all out. Now that's where I'm going to have to think about the playlist setting, but there'll be a way around it. I'll have figured it out by then. If anyone has watched this, has just seen it pop up and thought, oh, I'll watch Dan talk to the microphone for a bit, and you're still here, then please do. If you think you could help with this one task, it would need to be regular. It need to be a weekly commitment. It's something that we can cover if we know someone's unable to do it. What it does is it clears my head a little bit more on a Sunday morning when I wake up and I realise, I'm always up at 5:30 on a Sunday anyway, but sometimes I've woken up at 1 in the morning gone, oh no, I didn't do the live stream again. If anyone feels that they'd be willing to do that, what you'd need to do is just have a chat to me and Phil. We'd love you on the visuals team anyway, so you might be on the visuals team and thinking, yeah, I can do that. At which point you'd have Proclaim on your computer, which you can see. Proclaim, I could do a whole, just a completely different video. Proclaim is amazing. For anyone who's still here and just thinking, What is Proclaim? Proclaim is a a presentation package. Instead of using PowerPoint, we use Proclaim because we can control these slides. We can edit them very quickly. Within seconds, we've made the edits we needed to make. We can bring in PowerPoints. We can bring in videos. We can bring in music. I mean, for a funeral, if we don't have an organist, we can have a recording of it underneath the words that are going along. And yes, you could say, you know, there are ways of doing that with PowerPoint. There are. They're laborious. They take time. This is a powerful tool. I can sit at home editing it. Phil can sit at home editing it. Rob can sit at home editing it. Lara can check the words for Sunday. We could all be on at exactly the same moment and see the real time changes to this one product. For those of you wondering about costing, it depends on the size of your church. At St Mark's, for the 150 250 mark, it was I think it was 180 quid for this year. Or was it 140? It's that sort of thing. This is the bedrock of how we do all of our on-screen stuff, and the screens are huge in the way that we do song worship. So do you know, 180 for the year for the cornerstone of how we show our worship and enhance our worship experiences. Yeah, worth the money. So worth the money. It's been me. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for bearing with it. I hope you've been able to learn some stuff. I hope it's been engaging to some extent. Phil, if you're the only person who's still here because I've asked you to watch this video, then it's been worth it. Thanks for listening. God bless.